explain my capstone project, which is Motion Clone. Motion Clone is a GAN-based motion transfer technique, which is a unique combination of two different deep learning techniques, which are pose estimation and image-to-image translation. Many animators, AR/VR designers spent a lot of time designing a specific character and make those characters work like a real humans. So it takes a lot of time to manually mark those landmarks, render those videos with a lot of editing softwares. So to address these key issues, we came up with an idea called Motion Clone. So how does this work? First, the user needs to upload both source video and the target video, with which the source video motions are transferred to the target video. After processing those videos in our model, the model generates a generated video in which the motion is transferred to the target video from the source video. Now, how did the motion transfer happen from source video to the target video? To answer this question, you need to have a prior knowledge of GANs and pose estimation. To achieve this kind of motion transfer, we need four modules, which are pose estimation, pose normalization, model development, and evaluation. In our solution approach, there are 5 steps. Step 1. First, we need to extract the pose estimations of the target video using the state-of-the-art models like OpenPose, DensePose, etc. In step 2, we need to combine the obtained pose estimation with the original frames with the help of a global pose normalization technique to match the size of the target video with the source video. In step 3, we need to pass those combined figures to the pix-to-pix GAN, where the generator generates the frame based on the input and discriminator judges the originality of the generated frame. In step 4, the pose estimation of the target frames are passed into the generator to generate the abstract frames trained based on the discriminator laws. In step 5, to transfer the motion from source video to target video, the normalized source poses are passed into the GAN, which generates the target frames from the source position. Coming to the implementation, we need some requirements like data. For the data, we can take any video available in any platform like YouTube with a single person and less noise in the background. And coming to the software, we need Python, TensorFlow, PyTorch, OpenPose, which is used by MobileNet, CUDA, Coco, etc. And we also need some intensive supercomputers like GPU to increase the training speed. Coming to the models which are used, basically we have used OpenPose for the pose estimation and pix-to-pix GAN for the model development. In pose estimation, for pose estimation, we are using a pre-trained model called OpenPose, where the frames are passed into a CNN layers of CNN model to extract the feature map. This feature map is then processed into a multi-stage CNN pipeline to generate the part confidence map and part definitive field by using bipartite algorithm, which results in the pose estimation of the input frames. Coming to the architecture of the GAN, the pix-to-pix generative adversarial network or GAN is an approach to the training a deep convolution neural network. The GAN architecture is mainly composed of two parts, the generator part and the discriminator part. Generate output image based on the input image, and discriminator judges or checks the originality of the generated image and judges whether the generated image is a real image or a fake image. The discriminated model is generally updated directly, whereas the generator model updates based on the discriminator laws. And generator always tries to fool the discriminator, and discriminator always tries to outsmart the generator. Coming to the architecture of pose estimation and GAN, for the pose estimation, the frames of the video is passed as an input. After passing the input to the layers of convolution neural network, the model divides it into heat maps and part definitive fields. These heat maps, with the help of non-maximum separation, maps the key points, and with the help of line integral, we need to the model marks the lines to the key points, and with the help of bipartite algorithm, the weighted bipartite graph is generated, which is combined and merged together to generate the pose estimation of the image. And coming to the architecture of fix-to-fix GAN, the generator is an encoder-decoder model which is basically developed with a unit architecture. The model takes a source image and generates a target image. It does this by first downsampling or encoding the input image to a bottleneck layer or a single layer, and then upsampling or decoding back uh, to generate the image which is similar to the original image as an output. Coming to the metrics used to measure the accuracy, we are using three type of loss function. Generally, a loss function is used to measure how good or bad the model is performing. And coming to the loss functions, there are three loss functions which are discriminator, generator loss, and generator L1 loss. Discriminator L1 loss generally measures how good or bad the discriminator predictions are. The lesser the discrimination losses, the more the accurate the predictions by the discriminator. And generator loss, it generally measures how real the generated images look like. Minimizing the loss produces the more realistic image. Coming to generator L1 loss, it calculates the L1 distance between target image and the generated image. It is generally multiplied with a parameter lambda and gets added to the generator loss. And coming to our final results, with the 150 epochs and with 138 images as input, we were able to generate a decent amount of loss. For the discriminator loss, it's around 0.49. For generator loss, it's around 2.68. And for the generator L1 loss, it's around 0.5956, which is closer to the state-of-the-art model. And yeah, this is a user interface for our model. Here the user can upload the files like source file and target file. Here he can view the generated output by the generator. And this is the source file. With the help of open pose estimation and pose normalization, we are able to achieve this pose estimation. And this pose estimation is passed into a fix-to-fix GAN to generate the target video based on the source motion. So to conclude, we have chosen a fix-to-fix based GAN along with open pose estimator to achieve the desired output. The results obtained are tend to be good while compared to the traditional motion manipulation approaches, where instead of motion they used to manipulate the videos and the frames. And due to lack of resources and time, we are not able to implement few methods which needs to be implemented like facial GAN, temporal smoothing, which might increase the overall accuracy and output of the generated video with a high resolution. In our next phase, we are with a proper hardware and software equipment, we are implementing V2V GAN also, which is a video-to-video GAN, which generally produces a high resolution video, along with the remaining work and better using. So that's all for now, and thank you. I would like to thank my mentors, Dr. Deepak Garg sir, Indrajit sir, for giving me this opportunity to do this project, and that's all for now. Thank you.